Hello there, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. Let's do a movie review. I don't usually do this. I have talked about certain movies in my channel, but I generally stay away from talking about things like movies and music and stuff like that because I know it's very subjective, but I gotta talk to you all about Death of a Nation, guys. I just recently watched the movie, and I've watched it with two of my friends, and oh my god, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Maybe it's a biased response, I'm not gonna deny that, but I loved it. So let me break down the movie for you guys, the good, bad, the ugly. Now, the good part about this is a documentary style movie. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's a documentary style thing. You might even call it a documentary. And it's based on the historical accounts of politics in the West. It looks at, now the provocative poster of the movie might make some people feel like the movie compares Abraham Lincoln with Donald Trump. That's not what the movie does. The movie compares the reaction of the Democrats when they lost to Abraham Lincoln and the reaction of the Democrats after they've lost to Donald Trump. It's not comparing these two people, it's comparing the surroundings of these two people, if that made sense. Now, the movie also looks at the democratic ties to fascism in Europe, mainly in Nazi Germany and Italy's Mussolini. Now, I've watched this movie with two of my friends. I forced them into watching it. You can almost say blackmail them or whatever. These people, the friends that I took, they weren't really liberal or conservative, and they're not even libertarian. They side with one party or another depending on the issue. And I was pretty shocked to see the profound impact the movie had on these guys. Okay, so a lot of you guys, probably all of you guys, know that I was not born and raised in the United States. I spent most of my life in Southeast Asia, and as a result, the history that we are taught in school, because the left-right paradigm in Southeast Asia is defined by a different set of metrics or different set of parameters, our history teachers or teachers in general are not biased towards Western left or Western right. Therefore, we got a more impartial approach to history. I guess that is not the case in the West, because certain things, like for example, fascism is tied to the left-leaning idea of centralized control. The fact that Nazi Germany, the German Nazi Party, was formerly the German Socialist Party. Left-leaning ideas of centralized government control leads to fascism, or at least has done so in the past. This wasn't new information for me. I mean, I knew this, and I bet a lot of my peers know this, but to my American friends, when they saw that movie address this, I could see that the back of their minds explode, because they were like, okay, either everything that I've been taught is false, or what I'm seeing on screen is a total lie. I mean, that appeared to me their reaction. So the movie talks about a lot of the historical things, and Dinesh D'Souza, he is someone, from watching the movie, I could say he's someone who's passionate about history. He's taken a lot of time and effort into learning history, and I think he gives us some really important insights that you're not going to see elsewhere. Now, if you're not into history, if you're not into politics, if you're not into historical accounts and how they relate to our life today, this is probably not going to be one of the movies that you enjoy watching, because it does cover some serious, and I have to say, if you really think about it, some depressing content. So if you're not into really serious stuff, you will not enjoy this. I think that's my honest opinion. But if you do enjoy thinking about politics and history, and if you love America, man, I promise you, if you love the United States, if you care about the well-being of the United States, this movie, this documentary, will trigger a strong emotional reaction in you. Whether that reaction be good or bad, well, that's for you to find out. But I guarantee this will bring about a strong reaction in you. The movie, it's so well made. Now, you guys know the story surrounding the movies, right? Rotten Tomatoes, when they scored, they gave the movie a 0% fresh rating, which is probably the worst it can get in Rotten Tomatoes. But there's a clear disparity between how the critics rated it and how the viewers, the film goers, rated it. So there is an obvious bias towards this kind of movie because it is a more conservative leaning, but I think there's a lot of historical account to it that cannot be disputed, and liberals do try to hide these things, and lots of other good things came out of this as well. So the movie comes with a book. I mean, the movie doesn't come with the book, but if you guys want to know where all the references and all the footnotes and all the specific details that you see in the movie and you're like, where does that come from? The book, The Death of the Nation, is a brilliant read, or so I've been told. Me and my friends, we're planning on getting the book. We're gonna share the expense for the book. Grad school doesn't pay us a ton, but we're gonna get the book, and I'm excited to read it. And so here's the thing. I am planning on carrying out a little bit of research myself. One claim that Dinesh D'Souza makes, and I've seen a lot of other conservative commentators make this claim, and I'm going to try to find this out myself. Dinesh D'Souza makes the claim that the big switch is a total lie. He makes the claim that what we see the liberals claim today, that there was a big switch and all the racist Democrats became Republicans and all the Republicans became Democrats and so on. Dinesh D'Souza claims, well, if that is true, you should be able with relative ease to find the name of two racist Dixiecrats that switched to being Republicans. And D'Souza claims that you cannot do that. If you read the book, if you watch the movie, that is the claim. And I believe his claim for the most part, but me and my friends, we're going to do an independent investigation ourselves. We're going to find the list of all these Dixiecrats and see how many of them actually transferred to Republicans. And I have a feeling Dinesh D'Souza is right on that, but I'm going to find this out on my own. And I suggest you guys to try these experiments out yourselves. And please take your kids to watch this movie, because listen, man, movies like this, it's really important because the history that the documentary addresses, it's not going to be addressed anywhere else. And very soon our kids might not be able to get access to such history, so I would recommend this movie very, very strongly. Watch this yourself, and listen, if you guys don't like it, give it a terrible review on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't mind, as long as you watch it. Like it or dislike it, that's your call. Anyways, you guys, that's it for this one. Let me know if you guys have watched Death of a Nation. Let me know if you guys are planning to watch Death of a Nation. I really encourage anyone out there to watch it. And that's it for this one, you guys. I'll see you guys next time.